we understood about the business services. Now let us understand, sir, how many types of business services we have here. So let us discuss various types of business services. First one is banking. Understand here, what do you mean by bank? The word bank is derived from a word called banco, which means a bench or table here. Got it? Sir, tell me what bank will do generally? Bank will provide finance to whom? Generally to the business, nothing but to the company here. Can I say, sir, banks are important part of commerce here? Yes. Why? Because sir, they are providing so many services to the commerce industry here. Hence, banks are the important part of commerce here. Got it, sir? What generally bank will do? See the fourth one. What generally bank will do here? Understand here. There is one bank called SBI Bank. Got it? Public and a company. Bank, public and a company. Now what is happening here? Understand please carefully here. Banks, they are going to the public and they are saying, hey public, you have money? Public is saying, yes, we have huge money. Bank is asking, what are you doing with this money? Public are saying, we are keeping this in home. Why should I give to you? Bank is saying, if you are keeping this money in your home, are you getting any return? Are you getting any interest? Public are saying, no, we are not getting any return. We are not getting any interest. Bank is saying, do one thing, keep that money with me. It will be secured, it will be safe and will pay certain interest also, will give certain return also. Now what public will do? Yes, public will give the money to the bank here. Yes or no? Then bank will go to the company and will say to the company, hey company, I am having huge fund. Do you want fund? Company is saying, yes sir, we want the fund here, we are in the need of fund. Company is saying, ठीक है, if you want to get fund from us, you have to pay certain interest. Bank, company is saying, sir, we don't have any problem, we'll pay you the interest here. So now what bank will do? Understand this example here. See the animation part here, what is happening here. Bank collecting the fund from the public and giving to whom? Giving to the companies here. So bank will collect the fund from the public and will give the same fund to the company here. When banks are collecting the fund from the public, it will be in the form of a saving and a deposit here. And when they are giving this money to the company, it will be in the form of a loan or lending here. So see the fourth description, a banker being a buyer and seller of money. Banker, they are buying the money from whom? Public, and selling the same to whom? To the company here. Yes or no? Hence, okay, mobilize the saving of the public and provides this finance to whom? To the business undertaking here. Hence, bank is an institution which accepts deposit from the public and lends the loan to whom? To the business undertaking here. Got it? Now let us see the services which are provided by the banks. So bank provides various services such as deposit, lendings, cash credit, overdraft, loans and advances and discounting of bills of exchange. What are these services? This will discuss in the next chapter. For the timing, just remember here, bank will provide so many services to the public and to the business undertaking such as deposit, lendings, cash credit, overdraft, loans and advances and discounting of bills of exchange here. Now let us see the next one. Banks are divided into four types. They are commercial bank, industrial bank, cooperative banks and exchange bank and central bank. Now let us discuss one by one. So firstly we are discussing about the commercial bank here. What do you mean by commercial bank? See, generally these banks will have intention to help the public as well as to the business enterprises and to earn profit. Means purely commercial, nothing but they want to have a profit. Commercial means looking for the profit here and helping to whom? To the public and to the business enterprises. So examples if you want here, I will give HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda. All these banks will come under the commercial bank here. Second bank is industrial bank. See, industrial banks are also commercial, but what they are doing? They are giving this loan to whom? They are giving this to the big industries. Small industries will be taken care by the commercial bank, but how about the big industries? It will be taken care by the industrial bank and they will give the loan in the huge amount here. Got it? Thousands of crores here. Examples are IDBI Bank, HSBC Bank, IFCI. Got it here? So they are called as industrial banks here. Now third one is cooperative banks and exchange bank. What do you mean by this one? Understand please carefully here. If you remember in your first chapter, there was a topic, got it, types of business organization. Yes or no? Or we have seen cooperative society. What do you mean cooperative society? There, sir, it means certain persons will come together and they will start one organization among themselves. Here also there will be certain persons who will come together and they will start one bank. That bank will be called as cooperative bank, and they will say here will accept the deposit only from the members, not from the general public, and will give the loan only to the members and not to the general public or not to the companies here, only between the members here. So they are called as cooperative bank here. Examples, we have Mahesh Bank Cooperative, we have understand here, and some other banks also. We have Saraswati Bank also here, Saraswati Bank. They are also into the cooperative banking here. Got it? Next one is central bank. Now what do you know central bank? Simply, sir, the bank which is there for the entire country will be called as central bank. Best example is RBI. RBI is the main bank in the India. Got it here? They are called as central bank, which are there at the central level. Hence they are called as central bank here. So this was about the banking. Now let's go for the insurance here, which is the second type of business service. Understand here, one person, Mr. A, he was going on road. Suddenly one bus came, hit that person, he died on the spot. Can you say, sir, life is full of uncertainty? Yes or no? When he will die? Don't know. If he is dying, what will happen to his family? They will suffer now. Yes or no? Family, okay, he was the only person to earn. Now if he dies, what will happen here? Sir, his family will suffer. So what people will do here, in order to secure the family, people okay, will take insurance policies to overcome these uncertainties in life here. Now the point is, sir, uncertainties okay occur only in the life or in the business also? Sir, business is also full of risk. How? I produce 500 quantities of cell phone. I want to send this to the Bangalore. While sending this to the Bangalore here, sir, my truck met with an accident, all the cell phone destroyed. Can I say now I have to incur the loss here? Yes. So business is also full of risk here. Yes or no? Got it here? But sir, what do you mean by risk? Simply, sir, the occurrence of any event which is uncertain is termed as risk. It means, sir, it may happen, it may not happen here. Like the truck may met with an accident, may not met with an accident here. Sir, that person may die, may not die. Hence, okay, it is uncertain. It is uncertain here. So the occurrence of any event, happening of any event is uncertain. It may happen, it may not happen. Then it will be called as a risk here. Got it here? So to overcome the risk of loss in the business, what owners will do? Owners will take insurance policy from any insurance company, and that insurance company will agree to compensate the owner if the business incurs any loss due to the uncertain event here. Got it? Like in this case here, if the truck met with an accident here, now what business will do here? What company will do? Insurance company. They will reimburse the losses whatever I have incurred here if I have taken insurance policy here. Got it here? Yes or no? Chalo, see the other point here. See, sir, what is the basic principle of insurance here? Simply, there will be one insurance company. I am taking insurance policy for my safety of my goods here. Got it? Now if my goods are destroyed, who will reimburse this? Sir, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी विल रिम्बर्स दिस. बट सर इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के पास उतना पैसा आया कहाँ से? फ्रॉम वेयर ओके इंश्योरेंस कंपनी विल गेट दिस फंड हियर. Like me, there will be so many persons who will be buying the insurance policy. Now everyone will not lose the goods. Yes or no? Do you think that everyone's truck will get destroyed here? No, sir. 100 persons understand here are taking the insurance policy, out of which okay only 2% trucks got destroyed here. So now the losses of 2 persons will be compensated from the money of whom? From this 100 persons here. So answer, the basic principle of insurance policy is spreading of the risk of loss among this number of persons. So sharing of this loss among whom? Among this 100 persons here. Got it here? Achha. Sir, by all this point can I say here, if I am taking insurance policy, my goods will be saved here. I will be very happy here. Hence insurance gives business a sense of security, which is a real boon to him. Real boon. Boon means ashirwad, blessings here. Got it here? Or chamatkar. So okay, it will be a boon to me here. Got it? Acha. See the last point here. See, from the national point of view also, what will happen here? Insurance company will take this insurance policy, means insurance company, okay, will sell the insurance policy to whom? To so many persons here. Can I say, by selling this insurance policy to so many persons here, they are collecting the fund from them. Yes or no? They are collecting the fund from them here. So there will be pool of saving. Pool of saving means, sir, group of savings here. Got it here? So insurance will pull the saving of the individual. Got it here? Which is result into the capital formation of the country. What do you mean capital formation? This money which insurance company is collecting here, what they will do? They will give loan to the company with that same money here. Got it here? Because how many persons will incur the loss? Only 2 persons, not all 98 persons here. Hence, okay, insurance company will get this fund from the public and will give this fund to the companies here, and companies, okay, will invest into the industries here. Got it here? And with that, okay, country will grow here. So it's okay, it is resulting into the capital formation. But they'll not give whole money to the companies in the form of loan. They'll keep certain amount with the sum. Why? Because if anyone incurs loss, they have to compensate also here. Got it? This was about the insurance. Now let's talk about the transportation. Sir, I am having a factory in Hyderabad. I have to sell the goods throughout the India. What should I do? Sir, take the help of transportation, such as I can take the help of railways, roadways, waterways, and even airways also here. So hence, can I say, transport is an arrangement in which goods will be moved from the Hyderabad to the Bangalore, or from the point of production to the ultimate consumer here. Yes or no? Got it here? Hence, it is an arrangement in which, okay, goods are moved from the point of production to the ultimate consumer here. Now see the second point here. Transport creates place utility for the goods. Now what do you mean by place utility for the goods here? I'll give the example here. See, utility means addition of value. So if I'm saying place utility, it means addition of value to the goods due to the place. I'll give the example here. See this example here. There is an ocean or there is a river. In this river, there are certain sand. When this sand is there in the river, is it having any value here? No, sir. Sand will not have any value when it is there in the river. But when we are taking out the sand and bringing this sand to the city, can I say now this sand will have value? It will have price now? Yes, sir. When this sand was there in the river, it was not having any price. But when this sand is taken out from the river and when it is bringing to the city, now it will have a value here. So how I am adding value to the sand? By changing the place here. Yes or no? Hence it is called place utility. Sir, how it will help in the goods here? When the goods are in the factory, it will not have that much of value. But when I am bringing this, understand here, when I am sending these goods to the market here, sir, it will have more value here. So hence it is adding more value by changing the place from the factory to the market here. Hence transport creates the place utility for the goods here. Got it? Next one is goods transport facilities prove to be advantage to whom? To both to the manufacturer as well as to the customers. Why? Because, sir, customer will get the goods at their near place and manufacturer will sell the goods to the customers here. Hence, okay, it is advantage to both manufacturer as well as consumer here. Next one, sir, because of all this point, can I say here transport plays a very significant role in the developing country? Because, sir, we can send the goods, we can sell our goods, okay, throughout the country with the help of transportation. Hence, okay, it is very important in the development of the country here. Got it? This was about the transportation. Now let us talk about the warehousing here. Now see this example here. What I'll say here. See the example please carefully. Sir, we are the manufacturer of umbrella. Got it? We are the manufacturer of umbrella. Tell me when umbrella will be demanded by the customers? Only during the rainy season. Yes or no? Umbrella will be demanded during the rainy season here. But sir, I am the manufacturer of the umbrella. I have to produce throughout the year. Yes or no? I have to produce throughout the year. But the point is, sir, if I am producing throughout the year, I have to sell only during the time of winter. So where should I keep the goods till winter? Sorry, till rainy season here, where should I keep this umbrella here? There should be some storage facility, so that storage facility where I will be keeping the umbrella, so that I can sell this umbrella during the rainy season. That warehouse system, that storage will be called as a warehousing here. Yes or no? So can I say here warehouse is a business service created for the storage of goods here? Yes or no? This function involves the storing of goods from the time they are produced till they are needed for the sale of consumption. What do you mean by this? As I said to you, sir, I am producing the umbrella throughout the year. Yes or no? Where I will store here? I will store in the warehouse here till they are actually needed for sale or needed for the consumption. Hence, this function involves the storing of our umbrella from the time they are produced till they are needed for the sale or consumption. Got it? Third one is warehousing creates time utility of goods. Now, what do you mean by time utility of goods? See, time utility means, sir, we are adding value to the goods by keeping for the longer time here. I'll give the example here. Kala Kutta, Nalla Cook, Black Dog, liquor. Understand here? These liquors will be stored in the warehouse. After manufacturing, this will be stored in the warehouse, okay, for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. Got it? Why? Because by storing this alcohol or liquor here for more years in the storage, got it, it will get the taste. Got it here? So the taste, okay, which consumer will get from this Black Dog, from this liquor, it will get, okay, only after storing this for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, like this here. So can I say here, sir, when we are not storing this Black Dog, it will not get any taste here? Yes, it will not get any taste. If it is not getting any taste, no one will pay the huge price for this Black Dog here. Hence, I'll say here, when this Black Dog is stored for longer term, what will happen here? It will get its taste, and it's okay, price of this Black Dog will increase here. So hence it is said that larger is the storage period for the liquor, more will be the taste and more will be the price also here. So hence by keeping this for longer time, what I am doing, we are adding value to this liquor here. Hence it is creating time utility to the goods. See the fourth description here. Certain goods fetches high prices if they are preserved for a longer period of time. Like Black Dog, it is getting high price when only if it is preserved or if it is stored for longer period of time. And certain perishable goods are to be stored in cold storage. I'll give the example here, like ice cream. Sir, today we are producing. Is it required immediately? No, sir. It will take certain days to reach to the customer. So where we have to store? In the storage facility here, in the cold storage here. Got it here? So all this problem of storage for longer period or storage of this ice cream in the cold storage, sir, this will be solved by whom? Warehousing here. So all these problems can be removed by the warehousing services here. Got it? This was about the warehousing. So with this we have completed about the various types of business services.